We'll put Cole Wang on.
Yeah, when he come on.
Okay, we'll put our introduction on, then Cole Wang. All
right. Gloves up, guns down. Gloves up, guns down. Gloves up, guns down. Podcast with Johnny Binder Jr. right now. Biggest gangster in the state of Texas, no questions. Trying to stop our brothers and sisters from living reckless. Going live, trying to improve the community. So connect with us, we bring unity. Freedom fighting, on the grind for the people. Power of God, helping us defeat evil.
Don't tell me about the power of God. Man, the power of God, man. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
On the air, trying to give our people guidance. Gloves up, guns down, we trying to stop the violence. Minister Jeremiah got the nation behind us. Every Saturday at 3 p.m., that's where you find us.
And then, you know, and we can't just depend on, like, okay, or try to down our people by them not, you know, oh, they don't have this, they don't have that. Well, why didn't you put them on game?
Attorney Bruce Mix Foxy and Dr. Candace bring the cameras. We got receipts and hammers.
Praise your holy mighty name, our Father who art in.
Amen. We the voice of the people, so please listen. Creating accountability for these politicians. Still support the victims while trying to fix the prisons. It's gloves up, it's guns down. Please support the mission. Coming live from Mo City and we here to win. You trying to help get down with the movement then.
We need mental health. We need money. We need diamonds and gold. You or us. America,
you know what's up. This one produced by Chuck. Just trying to use the platform to lift the people up. Reduce the death rate of people the same color as us. So put the guns down and pick the gloves up. Gloves up, guns down. Gloves up, guns down. Gloves up, guns down. Podcast with Johnny Binder Jr. right now.
Yo, we back. Welcome to another episode of Gloves Up, Guns Down with the legendary Johnny Binder Jr., a.k.a. Minister Dr. David Jeremiah. It's your boy Chuck here. We live, Mo Serious Studios. Another week, another episode of us fighting crime and trying to help the people and help the community. And so y'all know what it's about. It's Gloves Up, Guns Down. We're here to talk positivity. We're here to shine a light on violence and crime that's been happening in our communities. But more importantly, come up with a solution and a process to get past it and get through it. Got OG feeling here. How you feeling today, sir?
Man, I'm glad to be alive. I lived through a lot, and I've seen a lot of people die, Chuck. Thousands.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know hundreds of them. And what happened last night in Cypress made me vomit. And what's happening all over this city, how it's so easily for us to shoot and kill one another. So I text Willie D and told him I want to do something about Mother's Cry. Then I'm going to call Dougie Fresh. Then I just talked to Cal Wang, who I want to put on immediately. I'm going to play his song and put him on. He said I already had something that we can work with. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been sucked into something. The puppeteers and the puppet. And the puppeteer's been controlling us, and we've been the puppet. That's why they did the rap song in 1990, Headed for Self-Destruction. We are already in self-destruction, and we shooting each other because I don't love myself, so it's easy for me to shoot Chuck. But if I love me, I wouldn't shoot Chuck because that's my brother. And we shooting each other over nothing. I didn't put you in slavery. I didn't rape your mama. I didn't work you 400 years and didn't pay you. They done gave everybody the reparation but us. And we out here like Wild Wild West shooting each other. We need to get together and force the government to give us our reparation so we can be repaired. But all this shooting and killing each other, brother, you playing right in the enemy's hand. That's why they got a prison waiting on with your name on the bed or a graveyard. Both of them, you're dead. Come on, y'all. When we was in the game, we was in the game to take care of our wife, our mother, and our family.
Mhm.
We weren't in the game to shoot and kill each other. Brother, when I ran the game, north side and south side, wasn't no killings. They had a problem, they come to me and talk to me.
Mhm.
Wasn't no killings, man. We got in the game to take care of our wife and family, then get out.
Definitely wasn't no killing your own kind.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we
like,
wasn't doing that. We were not riding around with no AKA spraying. These folks made this up with Menace to Society. But when you see Menace to Society, what Menace one?
Mhm.
Menace one is the government. The same one that robbed us, raped us, and brought us over here and gave us that lie by Columbus discovered America when our Aboriginal brothers, so-called Indians, was already over the mighty Inca, the Cherokee. That's why they call the white man paleface,
Mhm.
because they had never seen nobody that bright. So this whole thing they done gave us, and the religion come from religiosity. We've been controlled with churches. It's all a con game. And most of the pastors been handpicked by them. Ain't but a few of the pastors free. And I'll call their name in a minute. It's just a few.
And you know, speaking of being controlled and free, right? I like the music. I like to focus on the music because half of the music that's cracking right now that people listening to that we enjoy, this drill music and everything else, the people who control that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's a reason why that music is way more popular than like music that I make or music that Cal Wayne make. You know what I'm saying? And so because we ain't encouraging the murders and killings and drug use of our young folks.
I'll give you $2 million. Go make this gangster rap. You're not a gangster by killing your brother. Whoever think they're a gangster by killing your brother, you lost your, boy, I almost said something, your damn mind. You goddamn mind. You are not no damn gangster because I shoot you up. I ride by the house and spray. You want to know who that real gangster is since y'all don't know? Las Vegas is the real gangsters. Atlantic City. Them real gangsters. They got all the casinos set up, you can't win. Come in there trying to win. You got 10,000, they got 10 billion. Got 5 winners in a week and 1,000 losers. Now we're on gambling alcohol numbers. So again, y'all, they playing us, man. We got to wake up. We in 2025. They had Willie Lynch 1712 that they would use this for 300 years. It was over with in 2012. But they said they would use a perpetual cycle for it to keep going. 13 years later, we still with Willie Lynch. Fear, distrust, and envy. We our own worst self-enemy, y'all. We spent $1.3 trillion with them. But our Chinese brother, right down Bel Air, I just left Bel Air, they own everything over there. They worth $22 billion plus. Got 4 banks. They don't need America for nothing. 96% of them understand their neighborhood. When will we do that? Martin Luther King is desolate.
So let me pivot before you
Please
start
pivot.
going off. Before you start going off, man, because we got guests in the building today.
Come on, man.
The title episode that today's show is Shots Fired and Hope Inspired. You know what I'm saying? So the real goal for today is to inspire hope, literally. Some of our guests include the family of brother Tony Underwood. You know, y'all saw the recent video we posted about him. Dude was shot by police, man.
Running with his hand up.
Yeah, hands up.
I want you to keep saying that though.
Yeah,
running with your hands up.
Yeah. And
In the back.
Shot in the back with his hands up by HPD, right? And so we put out a whole press conference video. Y'all go check that out. We got some of his family going to join us a little bit today. Shout out to Third Ward Zone, Cal Wayne. Tapped in with him. I'm getting to one of his videos in a minute. He moving around, he mobile, but he's gonna tap in with us a little bit later too. And so we got a really good show for y'all. If you watching this and you got something to say, man, tap into the comments. I am monitoring the comments, and then we'll address it accordingly. One of the things we like to do though every week is kind of go through all of the criminal activity that's been happening in the city. And so what I want you to do, OG, is I'm gonna bring in our guests. I want you to introduce who they are, and then we'll get all of our opinion on the latest criminal activity. And then when Cal Wayne join us, then we'll kind of pivot. I'll let y'all feature some of his songs because I really want y'all to get to know him. And it looked like he might be on. Looked like he may have just joined us. Let's see here.
Let me see where he is. Cause
Okay, we got Robin. I see Robin did come on in. So whole Underwood, shout out to the Underwood family, man. I love the support to see that going on.
we finna play your song. You hit your button yet? Yeah, I sent it to you, Cal Wayne.
All right, so
Everybody waiting for you to come on.
we're bringing them on. Shout out to Micah.
There's a bunch of people on here, Cal Wayne.
Robin.
And Robin, all of them on there, the Underwood family, where their brother got shot in the back running from the police.
And Kat is here too. How are y'all?
Oh, a cat in the building too.
Thank you.
COO is here. She wants us to know.
Most definitely.
I'm sorry, I blew right over you.
Want me to send it again?
Well, hey, that's how it works.
Here it come. Let me send it to him.
Yeah, so thank y'all for tuning in. And so one of the things we try to do is like I try to find recent stories that involved gun violence and figure out ways we can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know if y'all heard about 10 days ago. 10 days ago, they had a gathering on the southeast side of Houston. And y'all, we'll talk about it on the other side.
Breaking news, a deadly get-together among co-workers.
Houston police say one of them ended up dead when an argument broke out at a home on Manor near Tearwester in southeast Houston. ABC 13's Brianna Willis is the only reporter on scene this morning, and she is now live. Brianna, what is the latest?
Hey there, good morning. Yeah, the latest, as you guys mentioned, is that police say there was some type of meetup right at this middle home behind us. They say it involved alcohol and co-workers. They say an argument broke out, and that later led to gunfire. This is still a very active scene. We want to be careful because the medical examiners just arrived. At any point, they are in the process of removing this body. But here's what we know right now. Houston police say this all started around 4 a.m. when they started receiving calls of a shooting. When they arrived, they say they found one man dead. Investigators say the man was shot multiple times. HBD says they are still interviewing witnesses to determine exactly what led up to this gunfire.
And everybody seems to be cooperative right now. So we do think that, we'll get a good idea of what happened.
And HPD says they do have several people detained right now. They say they have recovered the firearm in this shooting. So very preliminary details in this investigation. Once we have more details, we'll bring them to you live. Live in Southeast Houston, I'm Brianna Willis, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
So we got co-workers all at a gathering. We got alcohol in the building, and then we got gun violence, and we got loss of life. Right. I'm gonna let you spin the block first on this one.
I'm gonna pass it over. Robin, what you think? Robin,
well, hello everybody. My name is Robin Underwood. I'm Tony Underwood's aunt. Tony Underwood that was recently shot by HPD. I truly think it's very sad. It's really sad because we are responsible for our own community. A lot of times we leave everybody else to take care of our community, and that's our first problem. 3 years ago, I wrote a book trying to bring awareness to that, saying Black Lives Does Matter. We shoot up our own neighborhoods, and for that, the other ethnicities, cultures look down upon us. Right here, I put the reason why we must stop shooting is because we already a targeted community. Like every ethnicity look down upon us. They think we negative, loud, lazy, disrespectful, lost, no guidance. So we have to take our community up under our arms, and we have to start first at the home. So I just need us to know that we are responsible for our youth. We're putting our youth on other cultures, white Caucasians that we know don't even like our culture. So we have to take that back. We have to start at our house. We have to go to our neighbor's house. And I know it's hard in the Black community because it's lack of trust, because there's so much stuff going on and you can't trust your kids with everybody, but you have to have a solid foundation to where you can trust people and know that they're pouring the right things into your kids. But we have to clean up our own community. We can't expect nobody else to do that for us.
So in a situation like the story we just looked at, right, where you got, I ain't gonna necessarily say young people because these was co-workers and they was drinking, right? So these had to be adults. I feel like on the strength of what you're saying, if we don't address these community issues, then they'll grow into these type of situations that keep on happening, right? Where people can't resolve conflict with communication, they got to resort to gun violence, right?
Well, our problem is we were never taught social emotional learning skills, right? So a lot of times in Black communities, when we were growing up, I know I grew up in Fifth Ward in Killicourt. So you probably wanted to solve the problems by effective communicating, right? But a lot of times we weren't taught that. We were taught if somebody say something to you, hit them in the mouth. You know, if somebody hits you, you hit them back. You know, you get the first lick. So when you taught that and it's drilled in your head because of the community you in, you don't learn how to process your emotions effectively. We shouldn't have ever been taught that. But we come from a background of having to fight all our life and our ancestors having to fight to get free. So we have to go back and reteach our children. We have to reprogram our community.
My God.
Got you.
You really answered that. I knew you would. And I'm glad you introduced yourself like you did to Chuck, our producer, my producer. I wanted you to hear it for yourself. She's been really pushing. She brought the cameraman out the other day. She's been spending money. She wrote books. We need her on this show because she already ready. She's a woman king, and she got 4 children. She's she got 4 or 3.
3 triplets.
Yeah,
triplets.
Yeah,
yeah.
Look at me.
I know, right?
She's a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't taking nothing from nobody, no man, no woman. She don't start nothing, but she ended. And she speak up. She writing books. She's a plus. We're a plus to her.
Yeah, talk about the book for a second, and then I'm curious to get some of our other guests' opinion on that video too. But
please
talk about the book. Like, is it specifically like is it available? Where the public can get it? Is that coming soon?
Well, this book has already been dropped. It was dropped 3 years ago, and honestly, it was dropped to make to bring awareness to police brutality. It was dropped to bring awareness to family dysfunction and mental disorders such as bipolar and schizophrenia, because my family do suffer with that. They have suffered with that. So when I wrote this book, I had all that in mind. I know more than one person that was killed by law enforcement. So it lays heavy on my heart. And when you don't have a large following or a large amount of money, people do not gravitate to you unless you're out there doing something loud and rambunctious. So, you know, I was trying to connect with my people through this book, through this literature, and get them to understand that we have to get together. We have to group together. We have to stand for something, because letting them snipe us off one at a time is not going to work.
What's the title of the book?
Letting this person's son get killed and this person's daughter get killed, and you're not saying nothing until you get to your front door. We have to work together, like right now. We have to work together. These people are organized. These people are strategic. These people have been training for years and years on it at a time. So we have to reach our community one way or another. We have a lot of people that don't feel like they have nothing to live for. But if you fight for the right thing, you'll have a lot to live for. So,
so let me ask you this:
what's the name of that book?
I Made Him Leave.
I Made Him Leave.
And
okay, and where can people get it at?
It's at 40,000 locations. Anywhere that sell books online, you can find this.
Okay, so Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Okay, and what's the title? I Made Him Leave.
I Made Him Leave.
By Robin Underwood.
Thank you, and I pray that you accept the position. I want you to be one of our co-hosts.
Okay.
Thank you. You see why now? She already ready for us, man. Thank you so much. It's an honor to accept you in this company. Gloves up, guns down. Pick up the gloves, you live another day. Pick up the guns, you die the same day. By Johnny Binder and Chuck.
Hey man, so look here. Anybody who tapped into this right now, take a minute, man. Go to Amazon, search for I Made Him Leave by Robin Underwood, man, and you will find this beautiful book here. It costs less than $25. It's only $21 on here. It says, imagine finding the man of your dreams only to have him take advantage of your loyalty. Having grown up in a dysfunctional family has led Jackie to a life of mental grief and heartache. Though financially stable, she lacks the love and affection of a real man. She wants to find love, but learns that no matter how much you love someone
and hit it, then you can go back to drive.
You must first love and respect yourself. Only loving her will lead Jackie to demand the right treatment from others. Will she realize her own worth before it's too late, or will she die trying?
My
yeah,
God.
so I like the format. I'm gonna make a purchase of it and kind of support what
Me
you're
too.
doing.
Me too.
We'll post this link on the pages, and so y'all tapped into this right now.
And I want you to have a clothing line, Robin. We
For
have
sure.
a clothing line, gloves up, guns down. I want everybody on here to get a shirt, get a pants, get a cap. I want you to start wearing gloves up, guns down.
Will
By
do.
Johnny Biden and Chuck. We have our own clothing line.
Okay, so
That's great.
we got Michael Stokes. I don't think we've been officially introduced, fam. But if you can tell me who you are and why you're here.
For sure. Thanks for having me on here. My name is Micah Stokes. I was invited by Miss Kat, Queen K. Shout out to her. So I am a community leader and director of a nonprofit organization here on South Houston side called Sunnyside Dreams. Dreams, the location, but Eyes on Me is the nonprofit organization that I work underneath.
Okay,
And
shout out to Eyes on Me, shout out to Sunnyside Dreams. Yeah.
We're proud of you, man. I heard a lot about you. We're proud of you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. We need you on here every week. We need intelligent people so we can talk. We got to stop this killing. And then we got to take our money and own our own banks and take our own children, have our own vocational school where we can stop this buffoonery. So what do you think about these killings?
Senseless. Totally senseless. First off, on a professional ethic, it's never a good idea. I've had to learn the hard way to have functions or activities outside of the workspace with alcohol or just an uncontrolled environment. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people do it. A lot of people might disagree, but you have situations that could just be brewing underneath the surface, and you never know. Like someone ends up dead, and it could have started with a comment that someone made at work or jealousy, envy. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and one thing that's really hard to see continuously over and over in our communities, amongst our children and their parents, is the lack of conflict resolution that we have. We don't have conflict resolution skills being taught to us, being passed down from generation to generation. And so we don't even think to put the gloves on. We are just on to how can I get my lick? How can I get my instant gratification of getting back on someone who wronged me? You know what I'm saying? It's like even that situation that we just heard about amongst adults, you would think adults working in a professional setting would
co-workers, right?
Yeah, co-workers. Like, okay,
even though we're not at the job right now, we at somebody else, we still work
come
together.
see me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if we got a problem, come see me. When I was in the Army, straight up, I had to deal with racist sergeants and people who are over me and stuff like that. And I was a little more mouthier back then. The Lord has done great work in my heart. I calmed down a little bit. But at any given point, I was ready to take the top off. I was like, my rank is right here on the center of my chest. So is yours. But underneath here, I'm a man and so are you. So if we need to take this off and settle whatever we got going on, cool. But I couldn't think about, hey, next time we go to the range, I'm going to shoot you in the back.
My God.
Enter my mind. It's unethical. But within our communities, that doesn't even seem to be something that we're hesitant or taught to be hesitant about at all. We don't even seem to grasp the magnitude of taking another life.
Well, and that's why I kind of start the show talking about the music, right? Because with the current musical climate, right? When we look at what's trending, when we look at what's popping, when we look at what's on the top 100, top 40, right? Those songs, especially by most of our male artists, influence killing. They influence getting back at your ops. They influence drug use. You know what I'm saying? They encourage revenge, right? And all of these things. And so I believe when we trying to go after the youth, like that has to be the source. Yeah. Right. That has to be the source.
That's a fact. Because they listen to it, and these helophones, I-16, 15, they're gonna have 17, 18, 19, 20 in a minute. It's a con game. They distract us. We play on them all day. So we're not boxing. That's why we're shooting. Because back in the day, if me and you get into it, we have a fight and it's over with.
Mm-hmm.
But now I don't know how to fight, so I'm shooting.
Yeah.
And I got a gun, can shoot 100 times. I ain't gonna never hit you, but I'm gonna hit everybody else.
And even not these kids ain't even necessarily they scared to lose.
Yeah.
It
That's
ain't even
the thing I
about
was
fighting.
gonna
They
say.
scared to take the loss in the fight. You know?
I wanted to say that a lot of times
Yeah.
when they fight,
Come on,
if
Robert.
they lose, they come back with a gun because we are teaching them that everybody is winners. No child is left behind, and that's why a lot of our kids really are left behind. That's going on in school and it's going on at home. Back in the days that you had first, second, and third place, not everybody get trophies for being on the team. Everybody get medals. And that's not how real life works. You're not going to win at everything you do. So we have to stop teaching our kids that they winning at everything, and if they lose, they have the right to be angry. We really need to literally teach social emotional skills.
That's a fact. And to you, my brother, you're doing a great job. I'm gonna let you in this because we're gonna go to another video. Matter of fact, you stay on.
Yeah, hang
We're
out,
gonna
man.
go to
Shout
hang out
shout
with
out to Eyes on Me. Shout out to Trey Nine.
Yeah.
Shout out to my bro D Eternal and the whole crew. Shout out to everybody with Sunnyside Dreams. Like I rock with the movement. I've been rocking with them for a minute. I'm gonna play one of my videos. I go by the name Poetic Prophet. So we may have been in the similar circles if you were Eyes on Me. And so so that's what's up.
Come on, y'all. Let's ride together. Play this.
Let's see here.
I'm proud of all of you all of you.
Okay, I'm gonna get into
y'all
one
look
of these
wonderful.
ones. This one here had this one here happened in 3rd Ward. 19-year-old.
My God.
More breaking news from overnight. Houston cops are looking for whoever shot and killed a 19-year-old in his car while he was getting home.
This happened at an apartment complex off of McGregor Way near Scott Street in 3rd Ward in Southeast Houston last night. Our TJ Parker has been out there this morning. He's joining us live now with the very latest. TJ, good morning.
Good morning, Sophia and Owen. Right now, police don't have a lot to go off of. And tragically, they tell us the family of that 19-year-old victim heard the gunshots, went outside, and found that he had been shot multiple times. It's so tragic to hear this. HPD says they just got home, or the man had just gotten home and was backing his SUV into a parking space around 11 last night when someone came up and shot him through the passenger side window. The family who were inside heard the gunshots, and when they came out, they saw a black colored vehicle speed off. Then they found the man inside his vehicle with several gunshot wounds. The man's father told police he saw what looked like a shadow run off, but other than that, police don't have a good description of whoever did this. So again, they don't have a motive either. So they're looking for this person. So if you have any information on this, saw anything or know anything about this, you're asked to call Houston Police, or of course, you can call Crime Stoppers anonymously. That number 713-222-TIPS. We are live in the 3rd Ward this morning. I'm TJ Parker, KPRC 2 News.
Yo, so first off, 3rd Ward, Texas, y'all gotta make this right. Right. 3rd Ward, they say they have the parents who came out and witnessed it. Father said all he saw was a shadow. Right. The report said people got away in a black vehicle. No suspects, no motive, no intel. This, first off, my prayers and condolences to the family, right? Like, cause they got to deal with this. They got to deal with their son being apparently killed in his own vehicle in his own driveway, and so I can't even imagine how to process that as a parent, right? But here we go again, right? Gun violence in our community, ambush, like they was waiting on him to get home.
Yeah.
Right? Had to be. And so we got Sherika on the line as well. Shout out to her. Appreciate you tuning in. I hope I pronounced that right. Sherika. Okay, there we go. So Sherika, I'd like to kind of get your opinion.
Get your opinion.
Yeah, get your opinion on this recent story here.
Okay, how y'all doing? I'm Tony Underwood's first cousin.
Okay,
My name
that's right.
My name is Sherika Underwood, aka Sherika True Story Rich. And I was actually raised up in a household with Robin Underwood. That's my little aunt, but I'm older than her. But yeah, we come out of Fifth Ward, but I've been doing a lot of work on the South Side, actually Reed Road 288, Sunnyside. So I'm familiar with Cal Wayne them because my husband is in the music industry. So he do a lot of engineering and stuff like that. In Sunnyside, I be at the park, I give kids cool cups and, help in many different ways. But the thing, I think the biggest thing in our communities is we don't want to change, you know, and I think that's the biggest part because like my platform, I got a big following on social media and I went to a lot of people, you know, Black activists, and I'm saying, hey, I got a big following, you know, put me down. I want to be something to make some sense. Put me in, coach, you know, and they like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got, you know, just make it seem like, So it's easier for me to take my platform and go in the club, act like I'm drunk. I've been drug-free 45 years. Ain't never did nothing. But in the club, don't nobody know that. I can record fights. I'm talking to people. They telling me their whole life story. You know, I'm able to record. I do a lot of stuff because it's easier to be accepted when ain't nobody doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
When you in the community, you know,
Man.
everybody say, well, when you become a Black activist, they going to bring up your past. I say, let them bring it. You know, I had to find my own way. You know, nobody led me. I had to find my own way. So when I reach out, I see Dr. Jeremiah, Miss Cat, them, I'm honored to be around them. I'm like, these celebrities in my eyes, you know, I'm like, oh my God. I'm telling my husband, I said, yeah, that's the kind of action I want. I want in on it. And, you know, I asked Miss Cat, hey, how can I be down? Because every time I post something, it go viral. But you know what I noticed? That I'm easy to be accepted when people think I'm doing drugs or when I'm high or they think something. I ain't never did drugs a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that. And see, that's the cool part. But I seen Dr. Jeremiah. I'm like, look at his swag. He cool. Miss Cat, they cool. So, you know, we got to get people to see people like that. They cool because that's what all these kids, everybody they want the clout. Everybody want to be cool. All these rappers, them rappers, they fakers. You know what I'm saying? They engineering these people. They making them up.
Yeah,
These
they
people
make
ain't really
up.
out there doing that. They making our people think that's what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And when you find out the truth, they just telling lies. See, so we really got to get people like Jeremiah them back so people can see just certain people.
I like her. I want to say something to you.
I still want to get your opinion on this, on the 19-year-old.
The 19-year-old
driveway.
Soon you talk about that, I want to say something to you because I see something done rubbed off on you from Robin. You and Robin, y'all sound like twins, and I guess it done rubbed off. And
no, actually, she been like a fighter. She been that. I was always quiet and kept, but she been aggressive with her talking. I don't know what she kind of quieted down over the years, but yeah, she was the one. She stood on business all her life.
Yeah, let me give you good news.
With the 19-year-old getting shot, I think it's because we fighting more than one battle. You know what I'm saying? We fighting against ourselves and we fighting against them. So everybody is trying to tap the community down. You know what I'm saying? And I feel sorry for those people that have to go and bury their loved ones. You know
19 years old, back in the car and shoot the youngster multiple times over some buffoonery and foolishness.
And you know what the sad part about it is?
Come
they
on,
rather
man.
take somebody down in a stolen car, the pivot maneuver. They'd rather crash the car, shoot in innocent apartments, and hunt down somebody that says somebody stole a car versus find out who killed this young man at 19 years old.
Say that again.
Yeah.
It's a real crime. Real crime.
Yeah, real.
Not no fake stolen car.
You see, and that's where the problem come in. That they directing it where they want us to pay attention to, and they want us to think, "Oh, this person he stole a car." That's not more important than somebody's life being taken.
Come on,
but that's where y'all spend our tax dollars at, though.
Okay, so look, here goes another pivot.
And
Speaking of
that's
tax
basically what
dollars,
we doing. We
how
paying
y'all
y'all to
feel
kill us
about-
because that's all they doing. They killing our community. Every time I go in the store, I'm paying taxes on everything that I got.
so
we
not only
paying them-
paying taxes, they agreed to just raise them to what, $75,000 a year.
Come on.
For HPD, and sheriff's about to ask for the same thing. That happened like last week.
Yes, it did.
Right. And so, and I bring that up because she just said we paying tax dollars. You know what I'm saying, for them to do that to us.
To harm
And
us.
So I personally believe that if you truly out here protecting and serving, you should be paid well.
I agree with
it's
that.
a very dangerous job. You
As
know
long
what I'm
as you're
saying?
protecting and serving,
That was the key
not
word.
shooting and looting.
That's the key
Yeah,
word
because
right there.
you shooting and looting, you cannot shoot my brother Underwood
And so-
take a gun. I don't want to cut you off. And
No.
take a gun
because we making the same point.
It's 4 lies. First, he ran. Second, he wrestled. Third, you heard the gun cock. 9's in the trunk. 9 running. 9 shot in the back. But I'm confused. And Mama ain't seen him in 20-some days.
So
but
they still ain't been to the hospital.
No, just show some little picture. Let him see him. But the judge gave rights for him to see him, but she still ain't seen him. But as Miss Robin said, this white boy shooting a firearm in Sugar Land. They drive up and tell him to drop the gun. He don't drop the gun. They shoot him in the leg.
Mm-hmm.
You shoot the white boy in the leg, but you shoot the brother in the back.
Yeah. We face it every day.
And we paying more in taxes.
And we paying taxes. So we're going to pay you to shoot us now. Come on, man.
And Sharika, if I could just go back to her for just a moment.
Please.
You asked me that question Sunday about when did I become a Black advocate, a Black freedom fighter? And you want to know the truth? I didn't. I was looking at it as I'm just serving the kingdom. And that's part of my kingdom work. Is it taking care of my people? Yes. But that's how I entered. And I was just using my time and my talents towards that. And I say that to say, sis, you already been doing that. You already been on it. What you talking about? How to become one? You already that.
It just seems like it's lonely when you're trying and you trying to pull everybody with you, and they don't see where you're trying to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this. Let me say this with love and respect. God, the CEO of this show. I'm the acting CEO, and this the producer. We made this show. God put us together. We doing life. Nobody can ever divorce us. We're doing life. And we will go platinum with his music and with these shows.
True story.
I just asked Miss Robin, because Catherine's already in. She the writer. She the COO, so we ain't got to even ask them. But I already asked Robin Underwood to come in. And Kyle Wang, I'm doing life with him. So whenever he come in. But young lady, I've never did this. 2 people in one day. I would love for you to be a co-host. And gloves up, guns down. You overqualified. Catherine just told you that. I'm agreeing with you, Miss Catherine. You overqualified. And Miss Robin just said she used to be quiet and you was out front. So you might as well come on back, because I'm the biggest freedom fighter in the state of Texas. So I fought 2 capital murder cases. I won the first case of hanging in Conroe, me and Willie Garrett. So this is what I do. I work with 22 different lawyers. So I'm asking you humbly, would you please come on Gloves Up, Guns Down by Johnny Bond and Chuck, producer, and work with us and rock with us so we can save life and stop these mothers from crying. We can't stop all of them, but damn it, we can do at least 40, 50%. Can you come on?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Yes, Chuck, come here. Man. Hit that thing, Chuck. Hit hit the thing, Chuck. Hit the thing, Chuck. That's what I'm talking about. Well, we never had 2 of the same family members. We got
I know my grandma will be looking at us. Smiling.
Huh?
I call Robin Mo. That's my auntie, but I know her mother's smiling down on us right now. She's seeing it. We just lost her 2 years ago, so it's very much.
Lord have mercy. Young man, what's his name?
Micah.
Mike, what you think about what's happening now? And you see all this love and this power. Do you know we can take just the people on here and rock the whole state of Texas and then the state of the United States? What you think, brother? Because we want to work together, brother, where we can take our money and open up these vocational schools and stop our children from shooting and killing. I'm the biggest gangster in the state of Texas. So what I'm telling the children, you follow me when I was a fool, follow me now when I'm following God. And that's why I'm going to do my movie, because I want to show them that ain't about nothing. Drugs selling, hoes, all that ain't about nothing. If you're not serving God, then what you doing is nothing. And the purpose of us, our purpose is to serve God, not the devil. So young man, what do you think about this?
I love it. I love it. I'm honestly, I'm a little stunned. Just like, I think Sharika said it best when she described it as it's lonely. It can be lonely at times when you're trying to make a difference. And God is faithful. He has blessed me with relationships. For those of you who don't know, I've only been in Houston a year. So I moved from North Carolina.
Come to Houston then.
Shout out to Raleigh, North Carolina, Raleigh, Durham. Shout out to H-Town. The H-Town I know is called Henderson. It's the you know what I'm saying? So it's been a lonely trek through not just the military, not just through Bible college, seminary, stuff like that, not just in the church world, in the corporate space, but now getting into the nonprofit and community transformation space, you know, it's a blessing to find people who are getting connected, and just to see the amount of emotion that your invitation was able to invoke from Miss Sharika, that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, it means something to find people who get you and who see you, who value you. And I want to be a part of that too. So whatever I can do to help.
Whoa.
So dig this. We do this every Thursday.
No, you missed what you said. Now you doing something well. You can stop it. Hold on. You must have heard what I just heard. Wait a minute. Don't make me run out of here, man. I'm gonna run out of here. Don't tell me we're finna get 2 women and 1 man. What did you just say? You want to see what? What did you say?
I'll say I'm down to be a part of whatever y'all got going on, man.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Brother, we've been open over a year. We ain't never got this many powerful people to join with us, because most people scared to join. They be like scared, man. I mean, how you get so much courage? I got courage because I believe in God. God told me don't fear no one but him. So that's how I got courage. Same way Malcolm, same way Martin, Rosa Parks. I don't have no fear. I'm not scared of nobody but God. And when I seen that in Robin, now my sister, now you, and thank you, Catherine, for bringing him on here. Well, I want to give you a hand clap. You told me you were going to bring him. Young man, you been there for 1 year. Brother, please be one of our co-hosts. I would love you on this show every week. And when we get millions of dollars, each one of y'all going to get a check at this company, and we're going to go nationwide, and we'll save all the people we can. We're going to have our boxing gym where they go in there and box and put the gun down, and each one of them get $1,000. Both of them a winner, aim at 3 rounds, 2 minutes a round, and they sign a letter, no retaliation. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to stop this killing, and with the people on here, I'm going to say it again, with the people on here, like she said, her mama looking down at her and Robin, with the people on here, we can shock the world. Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King did it. Damn it, we can do it. Young man, you are my co-host. You are our co-host. You're in the family now. You got to get you some gear. You got to go some gear now. He's going to send you a thing. We're going to get you a cap, outfit, gloves up, gun down, and let's get started. And this is what I want to say to y'all. Anything y'all know to make this better, or make it go platinum, like my sister said every time she says something go platinum. Willie D got me going platinum right now, him and Candace, and then Mike. So whatever we can do to make this better, y'all, any sponsorship, anything, always come to us and tell us what it is. Me and Chuck will listen, and whatever it takes to make this show better, ain't no big I live you. If one of these women got a better thought than me, I promise you I'm going with it. Because Catherine, she always on me. Oh, yeah. Do this here. Okay, do this here. Okay, Catherine. I be asleep. Hey, wake up. You need to do this here. Oh, okay. So if I can take Catherine, I can take any of y'all. So she keep her foot in my back. So again, and she make me better. So again, y'all, let's push this company, our company. Before we die, let's break this generational curse. I'm going to say it again. Let's break this generational curse where our children can see us and say, we got a chance. Mm-hmm. We want our children to see us and be able to say, we got a chance. I end with this. Jesus says, suffer the little children, forbid them not. Let them come unto me. And if you hurt one of these, you'd rather put a milestone around your neck and be thrown in the deepest sea. So if Jesus Christ loved children, then why don't we?
Real talk, man. So look up. First off, welcome to he been talking. I've been sitting here marinating on it. So Kat, I appreciate you grinding, doing what you do. Underwood family, it was a pleasure to meet y'all at the other shoot. And so I got those other videos we done in process. I'm gonna start dropping those next week. Okay. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Most Serious TV on YouTube, right? Because when you go there, you can check out. We've been doing Gloves Up, Guns Down for 2 years, right? And so it's a bunch of episodes. We done featured the chief of police. We done had a bunch of people from the cloth. We done had all kind of people. Ron Reynolds. We done had politicians on. And so go get familiar with that, right? And then I'll follow up offline later to just get some promo info for y'all so we can kind of add you to the website. And then also so we can post these links and things like that. Like, for example, my website get decent traffic, mostserious.com. Y'all should go check that out. That's where y'all can buy the Gloves Up, Guns Down merch at.
That's right.
And I'll add like a link to the book. I made him leave and stuff like that. My goal is to help all of us push what we're doing. Mike, I love what you're doing because I rock with South and Sunny Side. Like I got folk out there. I've been knowing D Turner for a long time. One of my close homies, Urgency, Minister O'Quinn, he live in Sunnyside.
Yeah,
that's like my bro. Like me and him go back years, and I ride for him right now if he call, and vice versa, right? And so I'm just glad that you tapped in, and that just goes to show how small the what's it called? They say it's 6 people of influence in Houston. 76 degrees. I think it's 4 in Houston. Come on. Right? I think it's 4 degrees in Houston because of situations like this.
Come on.
Right. And so and he just been in Houston a year. You know what I'm saying? He one of them people.
I'm proud of you, brother.
We telling us
1 year, 12 months. And brother, you rocking.
And so
somebody who want to say something?
All the time, it's all God.
But guess what? I'm proud to be here today. And all the work I done put in, brother, for the last 40 years. Been arrested 41 times. 40 years, life sentence on death row for killing a police officer I've never seen. So again, brother, for me to be sitting there with you beautiful people and God saved a wretch like me, I'm a nobody. I was a jackass. But today, I'm Boaz. And my root is going to be here. So again, I love each and every one of you. I'm going to get the best out of you. We're going to be successful. We're going to be wealthy. And we're going to do real estate where we can bring millions of dollars to this company until we get it out, because there's so much junk on these TVs, shooting and killing and cursing and fighting. No, we ain't doing that. We doing something different to break the generational curse. And God said in Jeremiah 15:15-32, he said, if we be his spokesperson, I'm going to say it again. God said, Chuck, if we be his spokesperson, God said, if all of them come against you, God say, I'll deal with them. So that's why I ain't never worried about nobody coming at me. I got 5,000 habit-making angels, the Nation of Islam, Hebrew Israelite, my brothers. We will never stop. So I'm asking each and every one of you, put on your thinking hat. Get with me and Chuck off the screen so we can sit down and figure out how we can take this company to another level. I just left Bel Air. I ate over there at Quan Yin, vegan food. They steaks, everything, chicken, everything over there. It tastes the same thing. It's off the chain. So, and ain't nothing over there but a bunch of Chinese. All of them, they got no body weight, no high blood, no kidney failure. All of them got all kind of crazy cars. They got about $40 billion over there, 622 business, what they got from Wall Street, and they don't owe nobody nothing. And 96% of their money stay in their neighborhood. That's why I go over there to watch them, praying one day we be like our little brother. We the big brother, and little brother don't win in front of us. So y'all, come on, man. We can do this. We can stop this shooting. We can stop this killing. Little boy, 19 years old, dead. I just did an interview with a little boy, 2 years old, shot the boy 4 years old in the head. He took the gun. How can he shoot like that? And shot his brother right, not in the body, in the middle of the head. That's playing all them games.
The video games.
And he thought his brother was going to pop back up. But his brother didn't pop back up. These video games and the rap music, number one, video game number two, is the worst thing besides slavery that happened to us. We got to change the trajectory. We got to do something with our beautiful children, and we got to teach them who God is and get them out of the house and watching TVs and playing with these damnable phone, television, one-eyed idiot box. We got to do something because all this stuff is distractions. So again, ladies and gentlemen,
so here's what we do.
Let's play another.
Because I got a few more stories. I'm gonna get into a video, and then I'm gonna get into one of our sponsors, and then we'll come back. And because we got 3 teens, right? We've been talking about killings, but we had 3 teenagers. This was 2 days ago. 3 teens got wanted robbing spree. So they didn't hit multiple stores. And so I'm curious to get y'all opinion on that. So let's get into a video real quick, and then we'll get into a sponsor, and then we'll come right back.
going in like punishment. Put your faith in God, don't put it in the government. Hard for me to trust in it, cause they ain't got no love in it. That's why I worship Christ, because he never break the covenant. A black man trying to survive in the United States. It's kinda hard, cause the country got divided. Hate a Negro civil war, with this black on black crime rate. Need to value one another, change your whole mind state. Black lives must matter to us too. We can't expect them to do us better than us do. It starts at the house, real men need to step up. Worried about that Miracle Whip, really need to catch up. It's all good, stack your bread, pockets make a muscle. But prioritize, man, God, family hustle. When God first, everything else falls into place. Without God, everything else just a disgrace. So don't worry about your mistakes, long as you got his grace. Nobody can dictate where you go. Just improve and try to get straight. Keep having that big faith and watch God open up another door. I'm just saying, no time to stop playing, bro. Not sure what you waiting for, need to start praying more. Look, it's time to build up each other, turn these women into wives, stop making baby mothers. Stop killing our brothers over colors, fighting over a block that we don't even own. The time's getting tougher, but we don't have to suffer, because Christ is on the throne. Pay attention to the truth and not the rhetoric. And I'm thinking my country might need an exorcist, or at least a therapist, because it's treacherous. Fighting for the country, you could be a homeless veteran. All blacks ain't thugs, all whites ain't prejudice, all preachers ain't reverends, all church folk ain't going to heaven in, and all Muslims ain't terrorists. Hold up, shots fired, catch a slug. You got your head in the clouds, I'm trying to wake you up. I wear a suit, everybody wanna show me love. Jordan 5s and a hoodie, then you calling me a thug. When the thug is the one with the gun and the badge. Innocent man killed, I caught on the body cam. Rest in peace to Philando. Please, don't shoot, I can't breathe, got my hands up. Sad truth is, they don't understand us. How you gon' protect somebody you scared of? Why shoot to kill when you got a taser? And why you still trying to enslave us? Steal our culture and then change us. Create the whole problem, turn around and blame us. Got us confused, just wanna be famous. To be a dope boy or an entertainer, or be a stripper, anything to get your change up. They got us focused on the wrong things, bruh. See, we all God's children cause he made us. And I pray in Jesus' name cause he my savior. You should get saved too before the day's up. Don't be a lame duck on that same stuff, getting changed up, getting caught up and forgetting where you came from. Do it now, not later. Change your behavior, putting Christ on blast, the first and the last, future and the past. He is the Alpha and Omega, King Jesus, the one and only Savior, the Creator, the one who gives you salvation. If we get it together, we be better than ever, moving to another level. Don't be bothered by the devil, just remain careful, keep on walking the straight and narrow, and treat each other special. In the lesson is we all get the blessing, so please don't doubt it. Don't be quiet with your praise, don't shout it. Wake up call to my people, Jesus coming back. A public service announcement.
Yo, rep the movement with Mo Serious Fashions. Copy your fresh snapback or hoodie or a tee, all representing the Mo City Podcast, Debate with Bake, or Gloves Up, Guns Down. Everything is custom made with love from our top-notch manufacturers. We got a dope range of colors and sizes to fit your vibe. Everything from blue, red, green, black, white, and more. Rep the Mo and keep it fresh, fam. Hit up moseries.com/merchandise and order today. Let's go. Yeah, so we back. Gloves up, guns
We
down.
back. Chuck
in the building.
Chuck.
OG over here lit. He ain't heard a song in a minute.
Yeah, you was on it, man.
Yeah,
So still our culture didn't blame us. I ain't never heard it like that. It hit me today. What y'all think about that song? Come on, y'all, talk to me.
It was good.
All right.
Yeah, so
I
that's
like
called
that. I
Public
like
Service
that.
Announcement. That's on my latest project, Now or Never Volume 4. That's available wherever you stream music at. So
What you say, sis? Come on, Miss Underwood. What did you say? Sharita?
I said I liked it. I liked it.
We ain't playing over
It
here.
was good.
God gave me a warrior. God gave me a warrior. We met at the boxing gym. We didn't meet at no club. We met at the boxing gym, and we've been boxing ever since.
yeah, so I'll share the story with y'all. Then we'll get into the next news story. I don't want to hold y'all too long. But yeah, me and my bro. So y'all saw the ad for Debate with Bake. That's a sports podcast that I produce with my brother C Bake, right? And so we was at the boxing gym meeting with Coach Cap, who owned TSU Boxing over there in the Tray. and because we was talking about producing a boxing podcast with him. So we was up there meeting with him, and then OG walked in, right? And I told C Beck, I said, man, he looked familiar. C Beck said, bro, I think that's Johnny Binder, bro. And so then I was like, nah, he ain't. What would he be doing in here, right? And so then we start ear hustling. He was talking to Coach Cap, and he told Coach Cap, he said, man, look, a lot of people know me from the streets, but I'm trying to change the lives of the youth. I go by Johnny Binder. C Beck said, I told you that was him. Anyway, long story short, when they finished meeting with Coach Cap, I walked over. We kind of introduced ourselves. I invited him on the Mo City podcast. So y'all should go check that episode out. That's actually me interviewing him, kind of sitting down at the studio. And then shortly after that, we was like, we need to start creating content. We need to do this more than once. We need to probably do this weekly. And so we came up with a title. I designed a logo, came up with the graphics. He handled the business part of it. And here we are 2 years later, 100 episodes in, and still doing this. And so that's how this union kind of came together.
Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all work with the twins for Gloves Up, Guns Down?
So I know the twins you talking about who do the fighting.
Yeah.
I haven't worked with them. Not yet. They actually did something out here in Mo City recently. And so so I know exactly who you're talking about. I actually know somebody who was going to fight in the most recent one. And so but we haven't done work with them yet.
Let me say something to you, Sri. If I was egotistical, I could stop all of them because we own Gloves Up, Guns Down. We own that, and we own Gloves Up, Guns Down by Johnny Binder. But I'm intelligent enough to know let them do it because I want them to keep opening up Gloves Up, Guns Down, Gloves Up, Guns Down. Let them open it up. What we're doing, we're gonna have a whole gym with Muhammad Ali, Joy Foreman, our brother, who got 3 championships, and Reggie Johnson, and my son who got killed, shot 13 times, gonna be in there. And we're gonna have our own gym. And we're gonna have computers in there, music in there, food in there, kitchen there, where it can be our own home. Well, when somebody got a problem, they're gonna drive to 1-800, come on to the gym. They work out for 2 weeks, come in there and they box. We're gonna put these guns down. We can save a lot of people's lives. And God gave me and Chuck a way to do it. That's what Chuck was there for, to talk to the dude about the boxing. So God is, and my son had 2 championships when he got shot. He got 2 championships from Columbia. I ain't even got his gloves yet. I'm gonna ask you to come go with me. I'll pay for it. We fly over there and retire his gloves and bring them back. So again, my sister, anybody doing Gloves Up, Guns Down, do it. We ain't got no problem with it.
And the one thing, just so we clear, one of the things I did when we created the company was because when I saw them, they had Guns Down, Gloves Up. It's another company in Philadelphia got Guns Down, Gloves Up. It's another one in Cali got Guns Down, Gloves Up. I intentionally did ours the reverse, Gloves Up, Guns Down, just so it would be different and we could trademark and license it without no problems. And so as you see them other companies, keep in mind that ours is in the reverse. Right, we going gloves up first, and then the other ones are doing like guns down first.
Pick up the gloves, you live another day. Right. Pick up the guns, you die the same day. So we make them realize, pick up the gloves, and if you pick up the gloves, you have a chance to live.
Whew, thank the Lord.
What we're going to now?
Houston police say they committed a string of robberies earlier this month, and one of the victims believe they also struck areas outside city limits.
Reporter Devin Clark is outside of the Crime Stoppers Houston area to fill us in.
The teens are accused of going from store to commit the robbery, sometimes multiple stores in one day. Now, Houston police and Crime Stoppers are hoping to put their crime spree to an end. The Houston Police Department's investigation into the trio's robbery spree takes us back to May 5th here on the 3400 block of Orlando, where a staff member at this Family Dollar tells me they robbed them of $250. A staff member here at this Cricket Wireless on the 3300 block of Tidwell says back on May 6th, the teens entered. They started acting like normal customers before turning aggressive, grabbing cash from the register and taking at least 5 cell phones. Also on May 6th, Houston police say those same 3 teens struck this Total Wireless here on the 2900 block of Tidwell. A staff member says they didn't get away with anything that time, but they had struck several other Total Wirelesses in the days and weeks prior.
How many Total Wireless stores have they robbed?
Out in Bender, Lockwood,
They've robbed here, Tidwell. They've robbed at Greens Point. They've robbed, so at least I want to say a good 5 total wireless stores they've hit. They went in acting like they were customers, and they basically trick you into like that they're going to buy something. And as soon as they get you to the back to go and get the phones that they're supposed to be looking for, they go into the registers and they start taking the money.
The Tidwell store you heard the employee mention is one of those in HPD's jurisdiction. And on May 9th, Houston police say the 3 robbed this bakery here on the 7400 block of Airline. A staff member tells me they got away with an undisclosed amount of cash. Also on May 9th, Houston police say the 3 teens hit 2 Wendy's, including this one here on the 1900 block of North Sam Houston. A manager tells me they didn't take anything. But this is surveillance video from the Wendy's on the 1100 block of Rankin. We're told the teens got away with an undisclosed amount of cash. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, so far this year alone, 91 juveniles have been arrested and charged with robbery. As far as the 3 teens from this story are concerned, Crime Stoppers says it's offering up to a $5,000 reward for each of these suspects' arrests. If you have any information, you're asked to call 713-222-TIPS. Outside of Houston, Crime Stoppers, Devin Clark, KPRC 2 News.
Who want to take this on?
Yo, so let's just set the scene for a second, right? First off, just looking at the surveillance footage, they look like everybody under the age of 15, right? It looked like 15, 14.
14, 15,
yeah,
16,
middle school. I'm gonna just say middle school and maybe high school, right? Teenagers nonetheless.
High school freshman, yeah.
Yeah, high school freshman, exactly. If you're in high school, you a freshman. Wasn't nobody older than 16, 15 from that surveillance footage, man. What got me was a couple things, bro. One, the frequency at which they done them, right?
They've been watching the places.
I'm talking about 3 wireless stores in one day. 2 went like they was active.
They have movies like that. You hear me?
No, I just need to charge it.
Okay. They have movies like that, y'all, where they rob and set up and all that. So these children, they never watch one of these movies, and then they upset. They ain't got no father. Most of them, y'all can't hear me. You can hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. They don't have no fathers. Most of them don't have no fathers. Most of our fathers are deadbeat. We ain't got but 18% of fathers in the whole America black. So it's our fault. Ain't them damn children fault. It's our fault. We left them, we had the baby and leave the baby. No, I don't give a damn if you and the mother ain't together. You still got a co-parent. That's your baby. I don't want to hear none of that. And stop trying to co-parent and then come to the house and say, if you give me some sex, I'll do this. Stop that. That ain't no damn co-parent. That's sex. Stop it. Co-parent with the sister. Y'all ain't together. She got her boyfriend. You got yours. And take care of the child. Think about the child just for once. And that's why we got all this problem going on right now. That man just said 91 plus that. That's 94 that they ain't counted.
This year.
It's more than that. But again, we have to do something because they're making $200 billion off our children, $40 billion in prison. They're making $300 million out there county, over there county jail. And I think about $150 million out the juvenile. So it's all a con game. It's still slavery because we got the mindset, the puppeteer and the puppet, and the puppeteer controlling the puppet to those filthy music, talking about they gangsters. Ain't nobody no damn gangster unless you're in Las Vegas, Atlantic City. So next, who want to speak?
Well, I think it's also fair that we keep in mind, because you shine a light on the parents.
Come on.
Right. You basically saying that 3 teenagers, 3 young black boys in this position, get in this position
Exactly
because of a lack of fatherhood and lack of parenting.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
The mother trying to do both. You got some mothers, 10, 15% of the mothers make it doing that, being the mother and the father, because it's hard to do.
It's very hard
but
to
a
do.
lot
Shout
of
out
women
to my
can't.
mama.
Thank you. My mama had to do it.
Yeah.
That's my daddy left for 10 years. So again, I've been in that. I come out of Fifth Ward, the hardest part of Texas.
Yes.
Fifth Ward, Nichols, Rackles and Nichols. They talk their talk. I come from Hesshouse with a bloodbath. So they talk. I ain't come from no damn Sunnyside. I come from Fifth Ward. But I went to Sunnyside. And once I started selling drugs, I took over the whole thing. So again, God saved me. God saved me. Kelly Cost, my first victim in doing construction work, going to Kelly Courts, getting all my people, because Deborah Louise Walker had my daughter Johnny on 1000 Sydney right there on the corner. So yeah, I'm Mr. Kelly Court. So again, yeah. So the Green family, all of them, I know all of them. Hollywood, all of them. So again, y'all.
Kelly.
So I want to pivot to Micah for a second, and then I want to come back to because I think Robin wanted to say something too. But Micah, because you over at Sunnyside Dreams, I know that part of the mission there is literally like these type of boys are the target, right? These type of boys are the target for that mission. And so I'm curious to get your thoughts on the previous story.
Man, it's sad to see. I've seen so many of those shiesties worn on the head with the tag right there, like they was wearing. I was sick of seeing them. But you know what really gets me, man? Like at whatever level you was at growing up, most of us, if we've been around the world a little bit, if we've been around and living a little bit, we've done some share of dirt, right? But even remembering the dirt I did, I knew enough to put a mask on or to put gloves on. So to see them actually rob these stores with
blank
their
face
out,
yeah,
that either tells me that nobody's taught you on an intellectual level, or you just really don't care about your life anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't care what happens to you. Your life it's not worth much because you're not hiding it. You know, it's just sad. It goes to a deeper problem than just the crime. You could, stop a child from doing a bad thing and correct the action. But if you don't actually go a step deeper and correct what's missing or hurting or broken on the inside, they're just going to find another way to get that out.
Well,
and I think
speaks
hit it
to
on
what
the head.
you're saying.
We're talking about with the parents.
Yeah.
You know, the parents, I mean, they might be doing their best in their mind, but clearly we're seeing some holes. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in there being bad kids. I believe in there being bad situations, bad decisions, and bad outcomes. And I think we live in a country that unfortunately thrives off of people's bad decisions, bad situations, and bad outcomes. So it's just heartbreaking all the way around. Shout out to God's Point over there in Greens Point. If anyone could get in contact with Marshall or Trey over there, maybe that's what if these boys get caught, I would love to see something where it's like, instead of just being so quick to send them to the system, redirect them into programs that offer mentorship and father figures and love and discipleship that would actually walk with them. If they submit to that, that could turn their whole life around.
They submit to that, and one of the things we preach here a lot is vocational schools, right?
Absolutely.
Because look at this. This is the month of May. School not over in HISD until June, right? And so we got daytime store robberies from kids who should be in class.
You know what I'm saying? From the stats, we already know they're not.
Exactly. And I believe part of that is because we need more vocational schools. Right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like they could be learning AC or learning electrician or learning how to be a plumber or getting a barber license or something like that. That's gonna make way more than the $250 that they took from the store. You know what I'm saying?
Which
and
shout out
probably
to
the $90 that was at Wendy's and the other store, they ain't gonna be better use them phones. They already flagged and marked, and so
it's mission centers like the ones we have here in Sunnyside, Brookshire, Greens Point. Is not just plugging for Eyes on Me, but it's plugging the idea because it's a necessity. If you could put tools in these kids' hands, because one thing they don't have in the school systems anymore is things that cater to those who have tactile learning abilities. Like you need to touch, feel, hold, do. You know what I'm saying? You need to put something in your hand, and you get a sense of accomplishment and purpose from working with your hands and with the strength of your back. That's gone from a lot of our school systems.
No,
so
I'm gonna tell you what they replaced it with. They replaced it with psycho meds and in-school suspension. You know what I'm saying?
And Ritalins. We've been doing Ritalin for 45 years. You catch me with Ritalin, I go to prison, but you're giving them to my children. So again, young man, I'm glad you're a part of us now. You're super intelligent. Who want to speak next? I want y'all to come on with it. Come on. What y'all think? Who next?
You go to Robin.
Come on, Robin. Where's she at?
You need to unmute yourself.
Okay. She probably.
Come on, champ. Come on, champ.
So I know we say it starts in the home, and I do agree it does start in the home, but a lot of our kids are influenced. by social media, by their friends, by their friends' way of living, other people, they ops. You have kids that are even influenced by their ops, the people that they don't like, but they see with things that they do like. A lot of this come because a lot of kids feel like other kids' life may be a little easier. This kid might get a meal every day. This kid might have the Jordans on that recently came out. You know, they get to go to school with the newest cell phone. So when it's a lot of competition going on in the streets too. So it's not just the parents that are misguiding or misleading the children or not doing the raising, because a lot of parents are not raising their children. The kids are in the home, but the parents are not raising them because they got 2 and 3 jobs to pay these high bills. But it's the influence of outsiders as well. So I think we need to look at the distractions that the kids have, because there's no way in hell that children should rob these many stores in these amount of weeks, some days or whatever, because they're not holding themselves accountable. So they're not good decision makers. Because growing up back in the days, if you got away with 1 or 2 robberies, you sat down because you felt like God watched over you. You was able to get what you needed to get. Now you're going to start a new slate. These babies have they don't care. So I think we need to look at what's influencing them. And a lot of times it's what the living situations, what they want. They want the nice cars. They want the shoes. They want to be able to eat what they want to eat. So it's not always in the home that the parents are misleading them or misguiding them. I'm a parent that have kept my kids in the church and taught them well, but the 4 kids that I adopted, they chose to go a different route. So I think it's also the outside influence that is taking our kids.
That's a fact.
Oh, definitely.
That's a fact.
Definitely.
Somebody want to say something. Who was it?
Yeah, that outside influence is so powerful, because the reality is kids spend more time at school than they do at home. Right?
Come on.
They usually spend more time with their teachers and peers than they actually do with their parents, right? Especially once you of school age. And so outside influence is so true. But I think the foundational statement, right, about what's invested in that child at the beginning kind of stands strong here, because we've all seen kids who kind of got their head on straight, who you can tell got a good support system, who know right from wrong and act on it, right, and be respectful. And you just know that child, like, and I can use myself. I won't even kind of just be random. Like, I was brought up single mother, you know what I'm saying? My father was like on crack and not available for most of my teenage years and up until early adulthood. And it was just me, my mom, and my sister. And so she had the hard task of trying to raise a man, you know what I'm saying? And so I was definitely influenced by TJ Screw and UGK and the things I was listening to, 8Ball and MJG. I was influenced, but now she was wise enough to have me in the church, right? And so I was also influenced by a bunch of deacons and a bunch of brothers and a bunch of men who was taking me fishing and trying to pray for me and teaching me how to change tires and stuff like that. Right. To the strength of what Micah was saying, you need centers and places where they can get that kind of mentorship. But for me, it worked out, right? But I got a close partner of mine. It didn't work out for. He's struggling now. I got a first cousin who did 11 years fair time. Didn't work out for him. He doing fine now, but he had to make those mistakes. Right. And so I think that it has to be a multifaceted approach, right? It got to be helping the parents with resources so they can be there for their kids. It got to be creating the schools and vocational schools so these kids can have something to do. It got to be even the food insecurities that she was kind of leaning towards. Sometimes they just can't eat when they want to. That's a huge problem.
That's a real
so those food insecurities, like all of that got to be addressed. You know what I'm saying?
I think you have to reach, I'm sorry, but I think you have to reach the kids early on. When you're trying to
that's a fact.
You got to catch them early on, because you got to put it in them. You got to instill it in them. Sometimes we're trying to catch these kids, they 15, 16 years old, and they feel like they're older than us. And you really can't, you really got to let them come to you, because they're going to push you away. So I think a lot of times we really have to get to the parents early on and try to center the child in a solid foundation.
Yeah. And I agree with everything that you don't hear from you. I have to clear some on this thing, because God gonna get me. In Genesis, God said kids are goats. We have child and children and child. We don't have no kids. Kids are goats. So I want all of y'all, and Robert, you on the show now as one of our co-hosts, and you two brother and you two sister. So let's use child and children, because that's what they are. They're a child and they're children. That's why God say, he didn't say separate you come as a kid. He says separate you come as a child. So again, I love you all. Sharita?
Well, I be on some way past beyond. I be on some deep stuff, really, because I was a young teen mother as well. And I have 7 girls and 1 boy. And I raised them, and I'm glad all of them graduated. Ain't none of them in jail. They all got good jobs or whatever. So I'm thankful for that. But I hung with friends that they wasn't like me. I always seen like the low income and the projects as a stepping stone. Some people got there and got comfortable. And I seen a lot of my friends, they was having the nails, the hair done, they was popping it, looking good. And they kids was raising their kids, and the little job that the welfare system makes you get is designed to tear you down, because in fact, you go and work that little job, they know you ain't even making enough money to pay for daycare. You got 4 and 5 kids, you know what I'm saying? So everybody out here trying to scratch each other back. And it's like the siblings say, you go out there, little Johnny, and you can go and rob or steal or whatever. You young, you'll get away with it. And you taking one for the team. I've seen people do their children like that because it's just a way of life. And I mean, it's sad to say it, but you really have to be in these projects. I'm out here, I see it, and people don't know. It's hard out here. The grocery bills is going so high, people can barely afford to eat decent food. So when these kids out here, they robbing, they stealing food. They ain't just stealing money, they stealing food. Popeyes, on Cullen, they went in there and robbed it for food. So it's hard out here, and I just tell everybody, you got to stay focused, you know what I'm saying? We got to come together as a community, and I try to do all I can. When my kids was growing up, y'all, hey, share some clothes. Yeah, I got some little friends, they shared some clothes with their friends, I shared some. I helped a lot of my friends study for the CNA license. I just was trying to figure things out. And I was like, hey, I made it to be a CNA. Y'all can do it too. So I brought a lot of people in and studied with them, helped a lot of people get their GEDs and stuff, because a lot of people is embarrassed. When you get a certain age, they be embarrassed. And I think that's what our biggest part of the OGs really ain't OGing no more, because they out here on drugs or they feel like it's too late. You know what I'm saying? And the youngsters is running everything now. So everybody looking up to the people that got all the money, the flashing cars, and that's just the way society is right now. It's like the system just ain't going to forgive us. It's just going to keep on reminding us of our failures. And
well, it ain't the system. The system not designed to forgive us. The system is actually functioning exactly how it's supposed to.
You're right. You're right.
And so, matter of fact, it's performing better than they probably expected. You know what I'm saying? And so, our challenge is breaking the system. Right? Is breaking the system without. And the challenging part about breaking the system, right? Here go. And I was having this discussion with some other brothers. Because the challenging part with breaking the system is we are making up the system.
Come on.
Right. So like that music that I was just referring to that's putting this negative imagery in our youth head, that music is made by us. Right. We make a bunch of money off that music, and that's part of the system. And so it's hard to break that when it's lucrative. You know what I'm saying? When it's literally generating funds. And then hopefully those funds get used for different things. Like we see gangsters who get money and then they put it in the community, right? And so you get that kind of misconception that it's actually the right thing to do when it's not. And so, but those are just some of the challenges I see with the system. And that's whether it's audio, right, with the music we're listening to, or video, because all of these songs have accompanying music videos that feature guns and death and violence and half naked women and all of these things, right? Even the games. Go look up the new GTA 6 trailer.
Yes.
Go look up the GTA 6 trailer. Grand Theft Auto, they ain't dropped a new game in 5 years. They got this one about to come out. And dig this. We were talking about it. Now you can import your own content, right? Kind of like they doing with the other games and so now people really taking this virtual game and bringing it to my block. You know what I'm saying? And I can find my ops. I can tag them if they online, we online. And that goes back to what we was talking about those kids, right?
Children.
Yeah. They should.
Children.
So if I could piggyback off you, Sharika
Come on.
has said, you know, we
Come on.
need the system forgiveness. We don't need the system forgiveness. I was praying this morning. We need God's forgiveness.
Say that.
So
Say that.
whenever y'all get a chance, just go to Jeremiah 25 because the wrath is up on us, and that's what's going on in our community. So we don't need the system forgiveness. We need a strategic plan. We need to get together as a culture, as an ethnicity, as a community for ourselves. But we need to like pray, repent, and turn from the ways because what's going on is not. We don't need no system forgiveness. We don't even really need to be trying to eat at people's table that don't want us. And this in real life.
Can I let Chuck read Jeremiah 25 since you sent it to me? I'm Chuck.
I got it right here.
Oh, you got it here too?
Yeah, so
we're gonna read it. We need to know what it is.
Look here, and I'm gonna skip around, but I was already thinking that Jeremiah 25, verse 5 says, "Turn ye again now, everyone from his evil way, and from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land that the Lord hath given unto you and to your fathers forever and ever and ever. And go not after gods to serve them and to worship them, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands. I will do you no hurt. Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, said the Lord, that ye might provoke me to anger with the works of your hands. Therefore, said the Lord of hosts, because you don't hear my words, I will send all of the families of the north and Nebuchadnezzar and the king of Babylon and my servants and bring them against this land and against the inhabitants thereof. I will destroy more. Here's the kicker right here. Against all these nations round about, I will utterly destroy them. I think that's where we at right now.
That's where we at. That's where we at. If
and
you
make
look
them
at what's going on right now, they're gonna start aggressive policing. They already done said, okay, we can have they passed the law, we can carry guns. It's an open gun state. However, if you black and you have a gun on you and you're pulled over by a police officer and he shoots you, they're gonna go home and sleep at night.
Well, and then when you consider what the laws that our president just overdid. So when Biden was in office, the state of Kentucky and the state of Minnesota both passed laws barring police and how they interfere, how they use guns against police. The George Floyd Act didn't get through, and the one for Breonna Taylor did. He just reversed both of them. He just reversed both of them. Yeah, he just reversed both of them to the strength of what you're saying about empowering police to continue with the negativity. Right? Their laws are getting looser, and opportunities are increasing for them to continue to do us in this fashion.
Let me say something after Chuck. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try not to go off, but I know I am. I know I am. Thank you, Robin, for sending that to me. And I heard what Chuck read, but it's something else caught my eye. The chapter of judgment in the Old Testament. They try to play us with the old and the new.
Mm-hmm.
God's word ain't never old. So that's a con game right there. But anyhow, particularly focus on God's impending wrath upon Judah and surrounding the nations. So what's happening now with China? China is getting all the nations together against America, and America ain't got a chance. The chapter emphasis God's sovereignty says that control over all nations, starting he will ultimately punish those who rebel against him. So what I'm saying to you, Robin, and you, Catherine, all of you, and my young man, that we don't know our purpose. And they done tricked us into their purpose. And the puppeteer here, just the puppeteer controlling the puppet. Almost 80% of the people in America being controlled by their system because we have been Americanized. We're Eurocentric. Right. We're not Afrocentric. And we have no honor for our mothers, our fathers, and our children. Once you take God from a person, like if wasn't no water in this bottle, then this bottle is what? Empty? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
But some water in it. So life is in each one of y'all. And what we keep doing, they done got us looking up here to my God coming. No, he ain't coming. He already in you. God is the supreme being. You the human being. The being is the B-E-I-N-G. If God wasn't in you, you couldn't have woke up this morning, and by the way, he woke you up, not the clock, or not your wife or your girlfriend. So they've been tricking us with religion because religion comes from religiosity. So no disrespect to the pastors, they lost 90% of them, 95. We teaching a doctrine that's not, thank you. It's not changing us. That's why I'm getting away from the hip hop church that I have. I'm gonna call it a hip hop community. I'm going back, if not tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, and I'm taking church off. I'm putting community. I don't want no part of it because I want the children to know that I'm coming for them. They the church, not some building we buy. We make beautiful buildings, but we don't do beautiful people. So what we have to do, us on this broadcast, and with our families, and Miss Underwood just called and say they released the tape. Now you know and I know. You know and I know. They didn't release the tape. Listen to this. They didn't release the tape on the Negro white boy running behind it. They ain't never was gonna release that one. Oh, this camera wasn't on. This camera wasn't on. Yeah, right. But another white boy running with him released his. We know they done docked it, but let me tell y'all, we gonna get it. We're gonna get it transcribed. We're gonna get it looked at by the best. We are not going with it. I ain't seen it. Soon I get off the broadcast, I want to see it. But let me say this to y'all about this Bible. They don't want us to understand that dealing with the Bible, it has to deal with our problems right now. Stop telling me about 2,000 years ago, 4,000. And everybody, and no disrespect to you neither, everybody keep telling me about Jesus, my big brother. He hung on the cross for what, 3 days? They put 72 thorns on his head, right? And stabbed in the side, right? Right? I'm asking, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But when did they set him on fire? When did they took a knife when the woman was pregnant and cut the baby out of the stomach, cut the biblical cord and set the baby on fire? That's where circus come from. So I love my brother, Jesus Christ. Okay? Make no doubt about it. But ain't no goddamn body suffered like us. He suffered, but he didn't suffer like us. And he damn sure didn't suffer like Job. So what I'm saying to you, they plan us with this here Jesus figure. That's our big brother. We know who he is. But guess what? Jesus ain't never told us to do what we're doing. He ain't never told us to shoot and kill one another. He told us to love one another. And he say the greatest of these 10 commandments, I got to give you an extra commandment. Come on with me, Chuck. Love. Because if you love, you won't rob, you won't steal, you won't snatch the purse, you won't break in the house. So I'm saying to us family, love is freedom, justice, and equality. I want to end with this. We will never be successful in America. A nation rise no higher than its woman. America don't give a damn about no woman. She's a stripper, bitch, a hoe, or whatever they want to call her. We got more child pornography here in Texas than anywhere, Houston, Texas, to be specific. These massage parlors is full of little girls, 10, 15, 20 run out, and you pick one. $60 go in the back is $300. So it's a cold con game. I know I went there. I seen it, me and my lawyer. So again, what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, we have to come out of the Willie Lynch. Next week, I want to play Willie Lynch. I want to play it, let them hear it. It ain't but 7 minutes long. Willie Lynch, 1712. Fear, distrust, and envy. They've been controlling us with fear, distrust, envy. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. But you trust the white man. You trust him. But you don't trust your brother. And I understand. So we have been tricked into this buffoonery, and we are self-destructing. They played the rap song in 1990, headed for self-destruction, Robin. But today, we're not headed for no self-destruction. We are in self-destruction. They just shot a boy over there on Tidwell. Boy, 14 years old. The boy in the house with his mama is cold. Mama said, go back to the car and get your coat. Boy, don't leave your coat in that car. He go to get his coat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They shoot him 14 to 17 times in the back. The boy 14 years old. He ain't in no game. Just when these Negroes got to go out and shoot somebody or steal a Rolex watch. But
it's just like the 19-year-olds we were just looking at, right? In
he back up, coming from work or wherever you come from, ain't did nothing to nobody. They walk to the car and shoot through the car. Look, man, another little girl, help me God, She 15. She tell mama, I'm gonna walk my dog, but she wouldn't really walk no dog. She would see her boyfriend that was 22. She tell him, I don't want to abuse you no more. He shoot her 22 times in the back. The rotten ass judge, I cursed. The rotten ass judge twice. Let the boy go the same night. Gave him a bond. Why would you give a boy a bond that just shot a girl in the back 22 times, 15 years old, and this dumb ass judge give the boy a bond? For what? He get out, go to shooting some more people. He break and run. I think they're still looking for him. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we got our work cut out. But with God and this Bible and Quran and Torah, if we come together and let God be our leader, we that's Cal Wayne. He ready now. He ready. Okay, we're going in with Cal Wayne. You ready, baby? You ready? Where you at? What? Okay, just what song you want us to play?
On the air. I got the song.
He got the song. We're gonna play the song, then we're gonna bring in. All right, here come Cal Wayne, y'all. Icing on the cake. Let's go with it.
Cal Wayne. See y'all later. Thank you.
He one of the greatest rappers in the state of Texas.
I love me some Cal Wayne. He knows about the riches. Recording in my studio, in my garage.
Here you go, Cal. You right after your video. Turn up. Here's somebody.
Get on. Niggas worship the grind I walk on. They Bible verses be the word here on my song. Respectfully, living legend, bet on my exit. I leave a legacy. Know the street slums are the real ones, are the only ones accepting me. I wouldn't have it no other way. The narrator, lead the commentate. Slap him, be damn, he look the other way. Rapping sporadic, never granted the actual time for me to concentrate. But I remember everything my mama say. And I'm a fade. Everything that come my way was taught to never run away. They told you it gon' come a day when the game God compensate for the last verse and the first last. Let they come today, so throw me what you owe me, nigga. Underlay, underlay. City of Houston had to shut down the store. Another sign of me, how these streets done started my growth. Another opens when he shuts in the door. And know these streets don't open number Greek. Why would I even want it anymore? Been through everything you can name, but not once since he spoke. Through the game, I take no show results. That's what I did. In a 9-5, the Levi's, I wage G-high. It's gonna be crying in police signs by paying me mine. But see, the view with 3 eyes, seeing my teeth cry. Jump off the porch, I was knee high. I blown G5. Drop hundreds off at the hospital, going through the tree eye. Before he bleed out, even my bitch keep hitting when we ride. And I don't only survive, I thrive. I'm heavy for being humble, was the club with the skies. Why? Finesse understood by few and is used by less. I'd rather lose every penny than lose my respect. The whole high, they got a strip if I lose my shit. And place a ball in case I lose my bet. I really calculate my moves like chess. Want you to know you jumped in over your head and you might lose your neck. I'm dropping jewels, these are tools for success. And I'm an eagle, I fly alone cause there wasn't no more room in the nest. I dropped my bait, I said wait till I drew in the fish. I cast my net, I gave my samples till I took all the leak. I'm a shadow. In my mind, action you don't kill my vibe. Music blasting wind.
Come on with it, Cal Wayne. Come on with it, baby.
Taking me all the way home. And if you wanna win, now you gotta stay down. Believe me, down these streets ain't never love a soul. If you knew how much I lost in my winning, it wouldn't offend you. That nigga, you'll probably be cheering too. If I don't fuck with you, then I'm not finna pretend to. And plus, I'm still coming out on top in the end too. I done buried most of my family, I done buried friends too. If I tell you fuck your nigga, that go for your kids too. The bitch that push shots, your whole block, whoever you can too. Cause I been trying to heal you, see you in hell, walk up, say fuck the spirit too. My mama, she been asking me, boy, what the hell got into you? Cause I done put that mic down, declining all my interviews. I probably took a pill or two, or back with a gorilla glue to buy the more to come back. And now I'm trying to finish you. This Cal Wayne, I've been the truth. These niggas need to get it through their motherfucking head. Who is really who? you was eating cereal. Cause I was skipping middle school. The game it to be sold, not told. Watch who you give it to. Never know them folks that could be listening to. So diss me if you wanna. There's no more social distancing. I'm pulling up on you. Niggas walking around with mad that they trying to prevent corona. My heart goes out to the niggas who still got to beat that corner. Got school in the morning, but he out there on that corner. And he geeked up, he's taking from them summers. Y'all already told you what don't kill you, make you stronger. But nigga, if you love your life, you better keep it on you. Nigga, so much ghetto in my mind. Actually, you don't kill my mind. Blasting wind, I ride. Taking me all the way on. If you wanna win, now you gotta stay down. Believe me, down these streets, they ain't never love me. We in the air.
My God. Where you at, Cat Wayne? Where you at? You see him? Bring him on.
No, he on your phone. Man.
Oh, Cat Wayne, you didn't push the button to come on?
No, he on your phone.
Push that button to come on. People want to see you. Just push the button. You're going to pop right on. I sent it to you twice.
I had to enter my name and everything. You got it? It's on now?
You see it?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see him.
We see you.
All right. Now, I was driving.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Come on, baby. I mean, you got some people on there. Got Rob and Sharita.
Turn your camera on.
Turn your camera on. You got your camera off. Turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. We know you know. We know you know
He might
technology.
just be in the dark. Yeah, I think I just can't see him.
You in the dark?
Yeah.
I'm in the car.
Put the light on, man. People want to see you. You got a lot of fans in here, man. You got Robin. You got all of them. You got Catherine. You got a bunch of people here, man.
The lights on in the car.
You see it?
No, I just can't see his picture.
Don't worry about it. We know, there you go. We know your voice. We just trying to stop this killing, man. And the Underwoods, that go Robin there and Sharif, their brother was shot in the back, running from the police. We've been working on that case. They just let the film go today. You know they done redacted it, but the one that's running behind him, that film done disappeared because they lying saying he wrestled with him. Then they lying saying he had a gun. The gun was in the trunk of the car, and it was his girlfriend's car, so the car was never stolen. The mom ain't seen her son now in 23, 24 days and shot him in the back. She went to the police station, to the Ben Tarb. They told her she come back, they're going to arrest the mama and the lawyer. So again, brother, it's real bad, and we need conscious rappers like you. And me and you got to go in the studio this weekend. We got to put something down, man. We can't let it go no further, man. Over 1,500 black men, 1,200 black men been shot in the back. 55% of them dead. He jumped. His girlfriend called the police. Illegal use of a car. Okay, Underwood. He was running from the police. They banged the car up. He ain't did nothing. He jumped out the car running. They trying to tell us he wrestled with the police. He cocked the gun. They heard a gun cock. Only way you hear a gun cock is 12 gauge or sawed off or something. And then he ran and shot him in the back. But a white boy in Sugar Land shot all the stuff out in the top of electric wire. The police run up and told him to stop. He wouldn't stop. They shot him in the leg with the gun in his hand. Here go a brother running with his hand up, and people tell him he's mental, and they shoot him in the back and won't let the mother of the family see him, me, the lawyer, none of us. I'm going to let them speak to you. Robin, speak to Cal Wayne.
Hey, Cal Wayne. I'm all right. I'm Tony Underwood's aunt. I'm his aunt. We 7 years apart. We grew up together, but on April the 30th, he was shot by HPD. Him and his girlfriend had a little dispute. He left in the car, and that Wednesday, he was that Wednesday he was like attacked. His car was hit on both sides by the police officers. He got out the car running, and the law shot him in the back. And this is not our first family member that was killed by officer. It was an ATF officer back in '99, April the 6th. Alvin Onerson was shot in the back with a pump shotgun, and they said it was an accident, but it was a pump shotgun where you have to literally cock the pump shotgun. So we had a lot of this going on right now. So we just looking for the community to help us to spread the word so this violence will stop, because it's only gonna get worse, because right now they passing all kind of laws for the police to even be total immunity against this. So, you know, if we don't stop it now, it's gonna continue to go on until it reaches everybody's front door.
Come on, Cal Wayne. They listen to you now. Oh.
I just realized that. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Let me put him back.
He came on here, but
you couldn't hear the speaker. Cal.
Yeah.
Don't talk through this. We listen.
Yeah. I say sometimes nowadays one thing about judicial system, right, is that when they look up in their courtroom and they don't need to see no kind of support, you know what I'm saying? They'll kind of push it to the side, like handle it. Like the first thing I feel like we gotta do, like as a people and as families, put everything aside and go up there and stand behind that person. Because when they see more people out there fight for that person, then they respect them more.
That's right.
And one big thing I seen, like one thing my family learned the hard way was that was come up down in a big group, it scares the people down there. You know what I'm saying? And so they'll give you a little more respect, because they be feeling like, you know, we can't just railroad them because too many people go shouting and screaming. That's one thing they don't want. They want a whole lot of black people that screaming.
All praise
Cal
to
say,
God.
man, we need support, is what he's saying. Like, people need to come together.
Yeah.
Can't keep sending people up there to represent themselves by themselves, because the judicial system, he's exactly right. The judicial system is not going to help that. Not at all.
Cal Wayne, since you're on the phone, we've been talking about this for almost an hour. What can you say to the rappers you've been rapping with and the rappers you know? Because Dougie Fresh did one All the Way to Heaven, and now you're doing conscious rap and you killing them with the funk. What can you say to these rappers talking about bitch, hoe, suck me dick, all this show, shoot the gun? Because we got young boys now robbing. They just robbed, what, about 9 stores? 9 stores in 1 week. So what can you say to these rappers? Please change their music where we can help and stop influencing our young boys that don't have no father that's doing this stupid stuff.
See, what I think is this here, I think a lot of them are already picking that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to a lot of rappers, and, you know, they try to keep this throughout their music. But one thing you see is that the biggest rappers in the world, you know what I'm saying, that's all they talk about. And really it's these labels. Because these labels are rappers going to sign or a rapper trying to kill everybody versus a Cal Wayne. Like my music, I ain't never been talking about no rappers. Like, I put out 13 albums. Like, I just didn't feel a link to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I already knew the people. And it's easy to have options, rap about it, dance on TV with guns when you ain't got no options. I really had options. I've really been through it. I know there ain't no benefit to doing it because some people ain't playing for that.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way.
And I could dig what you're saying, fam. I can, because that's what we was talking about. We just talking about I said the system. He said the labels. Like,
The labels.
It's the same thing.
They playing a game with them, talking about gangster rap. The real gangsters in Las Vegas and Atlantic City that make billions of dollars in goddamn gambling houses. Them the real gangsters that put their drug money in them damn places. So we ain't no damn gangsters. When I was selling drugs, I'm the biggest drug dealer. Yeah, okay. Exxon Mobil's bigger than me. They got the petrochemical that makes the cocoa base in the poppy seed. So again, we being pimped and used. I don't give a damn what nobody say. The real gangsters in Las Vegas, Atlantic City, Lake Charles. So we need to do something ourselves, Cal Wayne. And I want to go in the studio this weekend with you and Chuck and whoever else and Doug, we got to do some music, man, to stop shooting our young men. Police is having Target Day now, shooting us. Talking about don't run. They running because they scared.
I want to say it the right way. I heard a term that said, cut the head out the snake and kill the body, or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kill the head and the body don't fall. In that situation, I feel like people target the big heads at the time because, like I said, when they go in there and they have 10 rappers lined up, all right, rapper number 5 and rapper number 2 got the best rappers, right? Instead of them picking them, they'll pick rapper number 9 who got the worst raps and everything. They talk about doing the most time and doing the most killing. You know what I'm saying? And they beat them on purpose. So
Yeah.
they can go out there and be the Black Messiahs. The Black Messiah is the one that can go out and speak to the masses. You know what I'm saying? No, like I've been there, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm putting out to my rap only because, you know what I'm saying, I was in the street not doing music, but didn't listen. And I know I had a lot of influence. I was like, man, I feel guilty if I don't listen right. Like I just do this on my platform the wrong way. Like, you know, they just mean how I was raised. And a lot of these dudes not raised in schools. So it's like they go promote stuff that they think still not knowing what to do to the streets. Like they don't have me like me or Jada or like this. They've been taking off.
Big old facts.
It's easy to talk about all that until you really got out. Until you carrying 20 to the grade behind the life you need to whatever. You know, respect you. You know what I'm saying? You respect jail till you go there. And some of us don't respect that.
Well, and that's back to the music, right? Because a lot of the music make jail seem cool. You know what I'm saying? And so until they get in there, they realize this ain't the place to be at all. You know what I'm saying?
When I was young, I started to write the passage. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
For some crazy reason, in the ghetto, we grew up saying, man, when I go to the pen, they said we thought it was cool. Like, we thought they were meant to me. Like it's sad, but it's like growing up on my brother third one, you know, we actually thought that, you know, saying you gotta go one day, you know, do something, don't go. That's the image that they feed us, you know what I'm saying? Y'all prepare yourself. Y'all never prepare yourself young, you know what I'm saying? Walk in the hood, prepare yourself young. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
We were praising our homeboy that was on there.
Yeah, we celebrated it.
Never get him, tell him. You know what I'm saying? My brother came home for those 20 years. Even at 6 months, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he stayed with me. So, like, I'm teaching his brother again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, man, President make your man. President involved. You know what I'm saying? We were raised to praise.
Facts, bro.
Man, I'm proud of you, Cal Wayne.
Man, shout out to Cal Wayne.
Yeah,
man.
I'm proud of you, man, that you would tell y'all come on, hit this thing.
Yeah, one of Third Ward's finest.
One of Third Ward finest, one of Texas finest. Man. We proud of you, man. I'm glad to be a part of you, man. I'm glad to be in your management and work with you. You the manager, shit. I do what you tell me, but you know, but I got a lot of stuff for you. I got a lot of stuff for you, man.
Hey, well, we gonna definitely work. We're gonna definitely work and get you on, bro, because I think you got one of the most impactful messages. And one of the things that make the messages take impact is when people can hear it from somebody who's been there.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? And
That's right.
you actually coming from a place where I've seen it, I lived it, and I got the pass to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Versus people who just rapping about stuff they heard. And so no.
I still make something cool, you know what I'm saying? So it can be attractive. So I can't go too far like that. Like I gotta get a platform because the message I'm really guy. Nah, I need to wait for the platform because I want to talk to the man.
Exactly.
I want to be like the most guy on the hill. Yeah.
Hey, well, look, we're
proud of you. We're
gonna
get you on the show next week, man, where we can have you on there with all the people. But if you can, I don't know what day you got open, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got to go in the studio, man. We got all these people being shot in the back. We got to do something.
And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we having George Floyd weekend. Ain't no George Floyd, my brother.
Yeah. Cause this the 5-year anniversary. It's the 5-year anniversary.
This 5-year anniversary, and we're doing a 3-day weekend for them. We having the big bands at the Methodist Park on Sunday. Today was killing, in honor of them. We're trying to keep the George Floyd legend.
You said at Emancipation at what time?
Send it out to me.
At 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock p.m. Emancipation Park, y'all who watching this now,
Friday.
y'all be watching that live. He said Sunday at 2 p.m., man, 5-year anniversary of George Floyd. So y'all pull up to 3rd Ward, man. That's on the corner of Emancipation and Elgin. Yeah, pull up right there. My church right there on the corner. So I'm gonna leave Jordan Grove and probably pull up because that's Sunday. I'll be there. So
what? So it's Sunday. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or just Sunday?
We'll have different events on Friday and Saturday. But the main day is Sunday at Emancipation Park.
Okay.
Sunday,
Send all that to my phone, and everybody on here posting. These people got a lot of people, thousands of people. So send it to my phone so we can post it, where we can get all the people we can to support it. Because whatever you're doing, we're gonna support it, and I'm glad to be a part of your management.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
You my family, brother. You my family for life. Robin, y'all want to say anything to it?
Yeah, I just want to say, see the relations here. George Floyd, Tony Underwood, both victims of police brutality. And it's very sad to say, but that's what I need people to understand. Like, look at the connection.
That's right. That's right.
Man, it's been a dope show, man. Y'all been tapped in the gloves
it's a
up.
good one, ain't it?
Guns down, man. I'm Chuck. We got the legendary Johnny Binder Jr. Want to give a huge
Can
shout
I
out
add
to
something before we leave?
Go
Yes,
ahead,
ma'am.
Go ahead, Miss Cat.
Okay, thank you. I heard, and thank you, Cal Wayne. I enjoy your music. I hope to meet you soon. Kathy Griffin sent message that her husband is really, really not doing well. That's why she couldn't make it today. So she needs to dedicate her time to spending his last days.
My God.
Got that. So I just want to put that out there so we can send up special prayers and comfort and love her way.
Thank you so much. Cal Wang, I'm gonna rock with you this whole weekend. Just send me everywhere we're going. Look at we finna go out, Cal Wang. You're gonna hear this song we got.
Can I say something? Can I give y'all one of my quotes out of my book before I leave?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so one of the quotes is, "Don't wake up to sleepwalk."
Man, say that again.
Don't wake up to sleepwalk.
I love that.
So I just need everybody to understand that.
Cal Wayne say it again.
Don't wake up to sleepwalk.
Don't wake up to sleepwalk. That's heavy.
Hey, check this out. I got a better one. I got a better one. Don't wait on an alarm clock in the graveyard and wake up dead.
Hold on. Say that again. Don't
Say
do
that
what in the
again.
graveyard.
Don't wear an alarm clock in the
graveyard and wake up dead. I like that.
My. We're gonna use both of them, y'all. She got a book of Cal Wang that's out there. So she's showing a book now. She's in the company now. She's a co-host of Gloves Up, Guns Down by Johnny Binder, Cal Wang, Chuck. It's our family, y'all. We're gonna rock. We're gonna make millions. We're gonna save lives. We're going to vocational schools and stop the goddamn police from shooting us in the back. Love y'all, man. What you
Love y'all too. Thank you, Cal
What you going on
Wayne.
with?
Get
We'll
up.
go out with silence.
Hey, y'all. We're finna go out with silence. I want you to listen to it, Cal Wayne. Come on, let's go.
Silence. Silence. Silence.
Poetic prophet.
Your silence speaks volumes. It's loud and clear. Selective what I hear. Ask the Lord, incline my ear. This 2020 year to prove that we can persevere. I'm so sincere that change is near. It ain't no time for fear. The only time you got something to say is when people riot, or you bring a black on black. Other than that, you silent. Please stay quiet. Change is on the horizon. America was built on it. Why you surprised by the violence? We supposed to march, protest, and kneel. Did that for Castile. It still gives me chills. And if I keep it real, should have been a closed deal. Off officer still not guilty. Now tell me, can you feel? It's a time to speak, a time to shut up. Are you gonna stay hard or will you nut up? Praying for peace, getting ready for war, staying at ease. Got guns by the door. Rest in peace, George Floyd. You in heaven's army. You and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery. I'm praying daily, trying to protect my sanity. Watched another black man die, another tragedy. Watched him give his last breath, praying for his family. Every time I see the picture, the coppers looking back at me. Each time we lost one, this really can't be happening. Mothers losing sons and these kids losing daddies. On live TV, we all witness the trauma. Getting numb to it now, that's another problem we gotta deal with. Creating mental illness. That's why I pen this, to release these penned up feelings. Brothers getting killed in front of their children by the police, not even treating us like civilians. You can stay silent, protecting your privilege. You ain't gotta say nothing, I promise I hear you. But can you hear me without fear and prejudice? We just wanna live free and be citizens. Equal opportunities, health care and benefits. To not be charged guilty when we innocent. Better loans for black businesses. You listening? Tired of getting the minimum. We tired of being limited. Especially when I know that God made us in his images. And I don't believe Jesus want me to be militant. That ain't my lane, man. I'm way less threatening. I'd rather strategize and prepare for the reckoning. Invest in the youth, cause it's all about development. If you staying silent, then you really being negligent. I know it's delicate and put you somewhat out your element. Worried about what your peers say when you expressing it. I came to encourage you, don't be hesitant. Use your privileges to make betterment relevant. All lives matter, but black lives is feeling desolate. Flint, Michigan, still drinking on that sediment. In the meantime, vote for another president, one that's not racist and belligerent. Change gon' come, I guarantee you this is definite. Remaining positive in a world full of pessimists. You can stay silent or you can give a testament, cause I'ma keep grinding until Jesus settle it. Silence.